This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You have a rich person's name. Like, you should be a billionaire with the name Winfield.
And co-host Marney Winfield.
Checking the microphones, going good.
There's a couple billionaires hanging out on April 8th, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marney Winfield.
Welcome to 217 Recovery Podcast. And normally this would have been on a Thursday, but Satan was coming for your boy. But I have faith in Jesus, and here I am. What's up? That's me talking smack to Satan. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what's up?
That's what's up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Know what you're saying? I totally believe that God helped me out on this one. Like he has so many times in my life. Mm-hmm. And not all the time I give him credit for it. I just think, oh, that's something I did. Oh, that's something the doctors did. But I played it out in my head. I really think, and if I were to say it on the podcast, you probably think I was crazy. And you probably would believe me, but my wife would think I was crazy. No, but we was trying for baby. And today was a very important day. And here I am in the hospital. Last time we were going to do the same thing, which is what's it called? UI or something?
IUI.
Yeah, IUI. And, lo and behold, pancreatitis again.
So we thought pancreatitis.
No, it was pancreatitis again last time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was supposed to be baby making stuff. I think I talked about it on the podcast. I'm sure you did. Giving it my effort in the emergency room there the best I could. And it wasn't going to happen. So we go to Grand Rapids. They put a little balloon thing in. And, if you have any more gallstones. Because like in Traverse City, they couldn't see them because they have equipment from 1983 at Munson Hospital, apparently. So they can't see the gallstones. So they sent us to Grand Rapids where they have equipment from this era. And they can see the gallstones even further in there. And so he saw them and said there's tons of them in there. And I can't dig them out because it's such a windy thing.
The duct.
Yeah, so we'll just put a balloon thing in there so when they release, it'll just she'll fall out. I think it should be good. Cool. Close the book on that chapter. Or so we thought. And that is where their day came in where it was like, all right, cool. Yeah, everything's going to be good.
Yeah.
What the hell? Tyrone and I went out to eat on Tuesday. And it came back. And I thought, the hell no. So I hurried up, called the doctor and said, hey, can't really go into the emergency room right now. I got plans on Friday. I need to be present for them. And so I wrote her this note. And, well, my doctor wasn't available. So they got me in with actually your doctor who works at a different place. But anyway, she's like, all right, well, we'll understand that you've been through this, before. And, we'll get you a script and see if that helps. Well, it did not. It did not help at all. And through the night, I'm just like, I should go now. Like 3 a.m, I'm like, I should just go up there now. 4 a.m. now. 5 a.m. now. 6 a.m. now. So then 7, I think I'm like, all right, I got to go. I just got to go. Tyrone was here. And like we had plans because that Wednesday we were going to go out to the reservation and, do the outreach stuff there, which Tyrone had to go. He went with Christina from ATS. They went there alone or whatever. But I couldn't make it. I was in the hospital. And here we are again, facing the same old. I was in the hospital. It was a really bad experience. The doctors were all right. They were cool. But I had an experience I haven't had in quite some time. That's when the nurse or a medical staff thinks you're drug seeking. And it sent me into a rage. I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave. I was like, I'll leave this place. I don't even care. Like, if I'm just going to sit here and
sitting there, like, talking about... Like, I'm just going to take my IV out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't do that.
No.
He's like, watch me. I've done it before.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, honey, it's not. No, we're not doing that. Just calm down. But it was not a good experience. And he was pretty fired up.
Yeah. And more on that stuff later. But that was Satan again. Trying to go, yeah, Corey, just leave this place. Just leave. But then Jesus came and said, my son, don't you want a son? Or something like that. And I was like, what? Yeah. And I stayed. And the other nurse that came on, she was all right. And she's like, here's the procedure. Here's what I have to do. Since it's in there this way, this is what I have to do. Otherwise, it's going to be on me. All right. So by 6 a.m. the next morning, it was fine. Like, oh, okay, cool. A little bit of relief. It went down to like a 4 or 5 pain, which I didn't expect it to go away. Like if it would have went away, it would have went away with the stuff at home. But anyway, they get me down there finally at like 1:30, something like that. And I wake up, I'm dancing on the ceiling. Just like old Stevie Wonder. Was that who sang that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's go home. Let's get out of here. And came home. Everything was great. Went to the appointment today.
Yeah.
It's looking good. So, yeah. But I swear to gosh, it's Satan. And then we found out Satan had another little trick in there, too, that we didn't even know about. And I just think that it's all God. And like last month, how confident was I? I was like, honey, look, I'm out of the hospital now. Everything's good. Like, let's give this one a old college try, if you know what I'm saying. And I felt really good. And I was like, honey, just have faith. Just believe in God. And I gave him so much credit for that. And then it didn't happen. And was I like, oh, F you, God? No. All right, well, let's go again. And then we found out some other information today. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. It's a good thing we came here today. And I don't know. I just feel so good about it going forward. And I feel that was a huge test for both of us.
Yeah.
Because here I am, you're looking at me funny, like, why are you doing this to me again? And I'm just not feeling support from you at all.
No, and that's not true. That's not true. It was like, I'm just trying.
That's how I felt.
I was just trying to like process it all and like not be upset because I know it's not your fault that you were sick again. I know that you were feeling terrible because I know you. So I know it wasn't like you were making it up. It was just like, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. And I couldn't like wrap my head around it. And I'm like, how is this even happening? Like, he's been fine for the last 2 months. Yeah. And then now when it's crunch time for our family planning event,
bam.
It's just like, what the? Yeah. So anyhow, but yeah, definitely a learning experience and definitely just, when we were talking to each other, it was like, we just can't give up, And it's when you give up is when, that's when it's a failure. And so we're not gonna give up. Same thing with recovery. You got to keep trying.
Yep. Satan will throw some shit in there at you too. Oh, my car broke down. Oh, well, he didn't see that you were going to have to walk to work today and love of your life was going to pick you up, or a murderer. You don't know. I'm saying like what you look at like, oh my God, this is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Could very well be a good thing.
Yeah.
But you just don't know it today.
Right.
And you never know what tomorrow brings, but don't lose faith in God. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't. Because there was a lot of things that we would have been, oh man, but no. Like, yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. Why, and okay, cool. And I could have blown I was about to go nuts. And I could have easily walked out of there and said, forget that. And then what? And then not made it to the appointment because going back to the hospital, I'm sure they'd have been like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have went back to that. I would have went to like a real one, like Grand Rapids or something, or wherever the nearest lake is. I'll go there, Charlevoix. I don't think they really have much there, but I'm sure it's just as good as what was offered here. But yeah, just having that sense of frustration make you want to leave sometimes, and that's not always the best choice. Mm-hmm. And I thought about it later when I was vacuuming up cat poop, because that's what I do. Well, it's not like cat poop, but like we have
litter.
Those litter boxes, and that's why I vacuum it off before I change the thing, because it's like a robot cat robot, litter robot. That's,
litter robot.
Yeah, cat robot would eat cats. So this is just
no, cat robot would be a robot that's a cat.
Oh, yeah, that might actually be a better option. I'm just thinking about it now. Wow, that's great. Can someone make me a robot cat? Thank you. I don't want donations. I want a robot cat. But no, like if I, like as much as I hated my time in Arkansas, I met some really good people there. Heard the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life there. Stories that Stephen King could not make up. Real life stuff that happened. And I didn't like it there. It was hot. I hate the heat. I didn't know anybody when I first moved there. It was just horrible. And like the place I worked for at the time, I didn't like it. And then I got to know a lot about radio there, and I got to grow in my radio career, which is what I wanted. And it was there that my grandma told me, hey, you're only working there, to learn what you're going to be doing for God later on. I was like, what? You're crazy. She's like, no, you're going to use everything that you learned there, but you're going to actually be doing it for God. Mm-hmm. Okay, Grandma. Okay. Christian radio, not going to take me, Graham, but okay. Yeah, she saw it coming, but like I hated it. But if I wouldn't have been there, Fort Smith, Arkansas, they have good hospitals. They're known for their medical, they're known for the medical field and having good technology and stuff like that. I think if I would have been here in Traverse City, I would have died, with liver failure, renal failure, this kidney, liver, everything was shutting down.
Yeah.
They said it was like tick-tock. If I went home that night, went to sleep, wouldn't have woke up. They said 98% of people in my condition die. That's because they're not going to that hospital, I think. And my doctor, his last name was Cross, Dr. David Cross there in Fort Smith. He was great. I had like 4 different doctors, but if that didn't happen there, I'm pretty sure I would have died. Mm-hmm. And it would have happened somewhere else. Mm-hmm. That's how alcohol plays you. It's not going to be like, oh, wait for you to get back home and everything. No. When it's time, it's time. My body was shutting down. But yeah, so as much as I hated it there, I'm glad that happened there. I'm glad that I did spend time there. I did learn a lot there. Did I meet the love of my life there? No. But I was on the path to. I just didn't know it. Mm-hmm. So I thought of all that when I was vacuuming up litter today.
That's a lot to think about.
Oh, mine works pretty fast. But
just in a chore.
Yeah. Imagine what I think about when I clean your bathroom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that right now. But but no. But yeah, so it's some of those times where you think it's the worst time that you're ever in. You hate it and blah blah. Well, you'll look back at it one day and maybe you won't hate it so much. And you'll understand, oh, there's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. And how much of that did I have? How much was the devil playing into that? If you believe in God, you got to believe in the devil. If you believe in the devil, you got to believe in God. It's a two-way street.
Right.
Can't just believe in one without the other. So, yeah, as much as I believe that God's doing great things, oh, hell yeah, I believe the devil's out there doing bad things and setting things up, just waiting for you to fail. He might not physically come to my house and throw me against the wall, but there's things that he can do to make me lose my mind and get me off track. And that's in life and that's in recovery, but more that's in life, and life is recovery. If you're living in recovery, you've already realized that, like, yeah, this is great. I have life. Mm-hmm. When you're living in those deep, dark depths, it's just like, oh shit, like, how can I even get up tomorrow? Oh, it sucks. Let me drink this, or, oh, let me smoke this. Or you always got to have something to escape from. But when you have life, you realize there's nothing really that you should want to escape from. I'm not going to talk about the hospital. That's going to be its whole episode on its own. Oh,
geez. Can I be gone for that one?
Yes, because I'm going to just need to talk and rant. Except for the part where you held me back from really hurting that woman's feelings. I mean, I think I probably hurt him a little bit, but those are her feelings. I don't know. I was just letting her know how I felt.
Yeah, but we won't go into that.
Nope. Not getting into that tonight. Justin and I will do that one.
Okay.
Because I think he'd be, I'll have him role play you.
Okay.
I'm like, just give me a look like this. And
I just there were no words that were going to help the situation that time.
Not even for her. She should have just shut her mouth. But she kept wanting to know. I just kept telling her. And she still kept wanting to know. I was like, yeah.
But anyway, at the end of the day, we're grateful to have you back home and healthy. And hopefully this is the last time that we have to deal with this situation with your pancreas, gallbladder, stomach, etc.
It won't be.
But we're just going to go with let's just pray that it is.
Yeah, okay. Let's just do that.
Yes. That's what we can do. We can do that.
And it probably won't be, Corey. I know, Jesus. Let's just make her. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Can you hear that when Jesus talks to me through that?
Yeah.
It's different voices sometimes.
I know. I'm getting them all.
That sounds like me sometimes too. But yeah, so that was a pretty good day though to kind of process all that and to, accomplish what we did. We did your mom a favor today. Or, I mean, we did ourselves a favor, really. We spent some time with somebody who really enjoyed it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yep. My stepdad is very, very nice man. Always been kind to me. My mom met him later in life, and but he was always very, very supportive of me, and not like a father figure really, because I was already kind of an adult when they met, but good guy. And unfortunately he has dementia, and so, but he still remembers me, and I'm pretty sure he remembers you now. He's not good with short-term memory in terms of like what we just talked about 5 minutes ago, but he can talk about stuff he did 27 years ago or 50 years ago. So, but it's a little sad, but it's, he's in good spirits about everything, about life, and pretty good shape for a 91-year-old man. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I said it probably meant a lot to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he meant it when he was like, "Thank you so much for your company." So
doing stuff like that, and I remember I would just go sit with my grandfather. Mm-hmm. He was a few years younger than that, and we would just talk, and I didn't want anything from him. I would tell him the stories about, "Hey, Grandpa, I remember when you'd pick me up on Fridays. Let me do the route with you. The garbage route." Mm-hmm. And I didn't like it. But you always took me for ice cream, so hell yeah, I was going. Afterward he would take us to the ice cream place and get us ice cream cones. So, and sometimes he wouldn't let us even get out, to throw the trash bags in. But sometimes, and I'm sure I didn't help at all. I'm sure I held them up more than anything. Mm-hmm. But I told him that, and just told him that, I don't have very many, I didn't tell him that I don't have very many fond memories of you, but I didn't say I don't have many memories, but those ones I do have, I'll cherish forever. And, I'll remember you forever. So I think that meant a lot to him. And, during his last days, it was kind of hard for him. Just seems like, I don't think he really was sure what was going on. I think he was very, I know for a fact he was very, very afraid. He was talking to me about God and how he didn't think there was a God and didn't believe in God, and I was just like, what's it hurt now? That's gotta be scary if I'm just gonna go close my eyes and it's over.
Right.
My grandma didn't expect to go then, but I remember talking to her on the phone before her surgery, and she's like, well, if it's my time, honey, it's my time. Mm-hmm. I'll look forward to being with God. I was like, Grandma, don't say that. She's like, oh, that's true.
My grandma said that too.
It's totally different, thinking. And I believe in God. It's probably not the same God everybody believes in, but it's mine. And I feel good. I feel like I have a connection. So I'm going to roll with that. I'm not going to tell anybody else what they should believe or shouldn't believe. And I think that's where my grandma, she'd always be like, well, it's our job to tell people and to do this. And I'm like, I don't know if that's really my job, Grandma. Mm-hmm. I can tell my stories, but that's about all I can do. Oh, yeah, and you're not doing the word of God. And okay, Grandma.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do. That's on them. I'm having enough time and getting my own life on track. But that's what it is for me. And just to see the difference, though, in people and how they are. And I just hope that people that are struggling out there, whether it be in finding a God, a higher power, or whatever, in finding recovery, they can put that together. Mm-hmm. Because it really does take an act of God.
Yeah.
I mean, who you think put that bottle on there? Who you think gave you that drug? Satan. It's the devil. It was the devil, honey.
I know.
What? You're just looking at me like you're just...
Nothing. You just talk
disbelief.
about Satan a lot.
I'm calling him out.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But Justin will be on the podcast maybe tomorrow. I'm not going to keep people waiting in suspense. Like, I want to know what happened.
And Corey can share about his awful experience at the hospital.
What happened at Munson Hospital, Corey? Tell us every detail. I will.
Oh, he will.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go into more detail than I probably even should. Because people got to know. That's the beauty of this podcast, too. People are like, yeah, but you're going to say that? Yeah, that happened to me. Why wouldn't I? That's not PC. What do you mean politically correct? It doesn't that happened to me. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you want to make a movie about it and a book too? Okay. Like, I'm still putting the same stuff in there. Why would I sugarcoat anything? Because it's Munson. I don't care. That means nothing to me. But don't you know some people who work there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've had really good care at Munson Hospital. Mm-hmm. This time I did not.
This particular time it was not.
No. So,
and I have too. I've had really good care at Munson as well.
This time, not so much. So tomorrow, though, listen, it's going to be good. You're going to enjoy it, every minute of it. You're going to be like, damn, Corey, thanks. Thanks for saying what all of us wanted to. People in Alabama and Delaware are listening going, what in the hell is he talking about?
If he's as fired up telling story as he was in it, then you're in for a good show.
Yes. It's going to be awesome. Listen tomorrow. But yeah, we were just kind of doing one today. We were trying to do a podcast from the bed. It took me more effort to drag all that crap in the bed because I got a new board.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out this new board that he got.
And wifey said, just use your board you have now because you know how it works and you can use it.
Oh my God, is that like not the best idea you've ever heard?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
So I bought this other board and then this other one and it turned this crap and I don't know. But I did get the wireless working.
Yeah, you did.
The wireless sounds fantastic.
Because those are new.
Yeah, I might go wireless for the rest of the show. If I can click that button on. Click this button on. It turns red. I turn it off there. Hey, what's up? It's Corey. I'm wireless.
Okay, I can hear a little bit of the
Yeah, well, I don't think hold on. Make sure I set it up right. There's a couple different. Oh, yeah, I guess you still can't. Ow.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Turn it back to this one.
It's only when you talk.
I know, that's the problem, though. It shouldn't be only when I talk. But you know what? If we're out in crowds like, hey, take your shirt off, Corey. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Or if I just turn it down a little bit. I think if I turn it down a little bit, that'd actually help.
Wait a second. Now talk.
Yeah, because now you don't hear it as bad.
Okay.
I don't think.
No, it's not as bad.
But I'm not as loud. But there's some mic stuff. There's some mic play in there that I probably need to mess with. But yeah, going wireless. Like I could walk right now to the fridge, but I wouldn't know what you're saying to me.
Oh, that's right. Because,
I don't have the headphones.
The one that's like 80 feet long.
We have 3 microphones.
80-foot cord?
No. I think the 2 cords that we had in the bedroom, because we needed them that long.
Look at him all walking around.
We're, I think.
Like you're on a talk show.
I am, yeah. I'm going to go interview
or like
the
a
cat
game
right
show.
No, the ones we had in the bedroom were like 40 or 25 feet. But no, yeah, see, it's like, it's different temperature in the living room. And look outside here. Place here in Traverse City, Michigan. Deer running across the field.
There's no deer.
Somebody's out there shooting them. I'm not sure if it's even
there's nobody
season,
shooting
let
anything.
Let that go right away and walk back. And there's a little kitty. She's stretching because she cried herself to sleep. But
because you locked her out of the bedroom.
Goes in the bed. And she's sleeping in Daddy's spot, her favorite spot. It's Mama's favorite spot too. You know what I'm saying? Here, now I'm back to the studio. Look at that.
It sounds really good.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
It does.
It wasn't too shh.
Nope, not at all. In fact, it was like way better.
Further away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounded the same.
It sounded the same.
It sounded like it never was like it kept the same volume and the same quality.
Oh, yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah, it's a good little gadget we got. Yeah, then you turn it off and go back to the other mic. I'm obviously been on the other mic since I sat down, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I just got to figure out how to get everything ready for the UFAM rally. That's what we're doing this for. We forgot to mention that. On the 19th of May, we go to the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm. Front lawn.
Yup, front lawn. And I'm inviting anybody from Mid-State, the PIHP. We'll talk about that more tomorrow, too. To come out and sit down with me and have a little chat live on the podcast. That'd be fun. If not, I understand.
No, we're inviting everybody who wants to come.
Yep. Have a little chat.
No, anybody and everybody.
That wants to come have a chat with us or just come to the rally?
To the rally.
Oh, yeah. Come to the rally.
I made it sound like I'm only going to invite people from
No,
Mid-state.
to talk with me on the podcast. I mean, if somebody wants to come by and say what's up, or give a shout out to their baby mama or something, probably not. If it's somebody that's like, hey, I got a story to tell, I don't know, email me before, and make plans to come out, and yeah, definitely we'll have you on. But those were just open invitations to like people that I know that,
Right. Yeah. I gotcha.
I really want them to talk to me, but they probably won't. Mm-hmm. And that's cool too. Whatever. If they do, I can't wait. But it's going to be a fun time. Tyrone, me, you, microphone, maybe Chris. You got a whole posse of people coming. You said Joe was coming. Mm-hmm. Samantha's coming.
Yeah, there's a couple people that said they'd save the date, and I'll have to follow up with them this week. Details and stuff.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time. And the 19th, I got to get back with those guys. Lifeboat podcast, they're going to be on. The Ark
Soon?
Lifeboat. The 19th, which is like a Tuesday. They want me to call them or set up. They wanted me to set up a
They're not going to be there.
Zoom. Oh, that's the 19th of this month.
Oh, I see.
On the podcast. But no, they will be there as well.
Okay.
But we'll be set up with a tent, doing live broadcasts, maybe some hot dogs. I don't know.
Make some T-shirts.
Yeah, we have T-shirts that we're going to sell just for that event. And then just some classic ones and then whatever. I got to mail somebody a T-shirt. They signed up when I was in the hospital.
Oh, they'll understand.
Missy, I think.
Okay.
So if you're listening, thanks, Missy. Appreciate the support. And we'll get you a shirt out.
Nice.
If you want a shirt, it's really that easy. You just go sign up. 217recovery.com. You can get there from our app too. So, yeah, thanks for listening. And tomorrow, Saturday, the 9th of April, it's going down. So tune in then as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for your
You'll
support.
hear the story of all stories.
It's going to be the best story. I don't know if it's the best one, but you're going to be like, Get in Winfield.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening. 217recovery.com. Tons of resources on there. And also a little donation page. Feel free to donate. And you did it. My cousin Melody. And then Paul. I call Paul, but it's Andrew. But there's really a third name in there. Did birthday fundraisers on Facebook for 217 Recovery. Yay. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
But Andrew, Paul, or whatever other name he goes by, he set the bar pretty high. He wanted to raise $50,000.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, let's just, if you're going to do it.
That's what I'm talking about. So you're going to start a little fundraiser for us. We appreciate it, but don't do it for $200.
Right.
Unless you're going to do it for $217,000. Do that. Might as well aim high. You never know who's going to hit the extra
I think that's
zero.
great. It's nonprofit and it's easy to do on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just add us as your agency.
Yeah. I think you can start a fundraiser for anything, anytime. But for your birthday, they always, hey, it's for your birthday.
Right.
And if you need me to do a video for you or something, or Marney, because you're like, they won't give if you talk, Corey. But if Marney was say, hey, can I get a video for Marney and I want to post it to this? Or maybe if we see it. And that's another thing. We don't see them all the time. Like they rarely show them to us. So yeah, if you want to show us your link or something, we could do a video. I'd love to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.